Welcome back. A tragic fire broke out at the popular Goa nightclub Birch by Romeo Lane in Arpora village around midnight. 25 people, including 4 tourists and 14 staff members, have lost their lives. 6 others are critically injured, and authorities are conducting post-mortems and DNA testing before handing over the bodies to the families. Well, we'll talk about this with the guests who have joined us from various parts of the country. Savio Rodriguez, senior journalist and political commentator who lives in Goa, is with us on the program. Mr. Gautam Mukherjee, senior journalist, is with us on the show as well. Mr. Ellen Rao, former DCP, Special Cell, also joins us on the program to talk more about this. Savio, I'll begin with you. You are a resident of Goa. You have participated in elections from Goa. You live and breathe Goa. This is, an inexplicable tragedy, which of course has happened because of the lapses, or rather the collusions of a number of agencies who should have done their job before this fire broke out. Savio.
Vineet, right at the onset, let me state that the families who have lost their loved ones, everyone in Goa is with them during this tragedy. This is something that has happened in Goa for the first time, something that could have been avoided, but something, unfortunately, that has happened. The real cause of what happened is something absolutely shocking. There were actually fireworks inside a closed venue. This is something that the Chief Minister has announced a few minutes ago, what the investigations have revealed. The fireworks happened and it started a spark, and that spark led to a fire, and that's what led to the death of 23 people in this tragic incident. Now that has happened because people in charge of that particular nightclub actually did not pay heed to what is necessary while doing these kind of events. There was a belly dancing program going on. There were pyros lined up behind the belly dancer. There was a musician behind the pyros, and that's where it actually sparked off, and the tiny spark went right up to the ceiling. It took some time and it started to spread from there. Now, while that is what has happened, the truth of the matter is, this particular nightclub was given an order for demolition. It had a stay. There's a conflict between the owner of the property versus the person running the nightclub. There's a lot of complications. There were no licenses in place, no fire norms put in place. This is what even the Chief Minister spoke about. And the fact of the matter is this, that you have a place that is running. There are people coming into that place. You're having a Bollywood night going on out there. I don't understand how have the administrators failed to keep a check on illegalities that are happening so much in North Goa. And that disappoints me, because what this reflects is that Goa, which is a tourism destination, few of whom were tourists, there were 4 tourists, we were not able to protect the people there who had come for a holiday to Goa. We were not able to protect the staff who were a part of that particular operation in that particular nightclub. And there are some people who are unidentified as of now. And this is a tragedy that happened last night. And the irony is, I was partying in another place in South Goa when we started to get news of this. And this is something people come to Goa for. Now imagine being caught and in a cloistered environment where there is fire engulfed, there is a whole lot of smoke. Most of the deaths are being because of the smoke and because of suffocation due to that smoke.
Mm-hmm.
The point is, today, this illegality has led to the death of 23 people, which has never happened in Goa before. So I think it is the job of the Chief Minister, and I believe he's going to do it, because the people of Goa are very angry. Those who are responsible for the lapses that have allowed for such illegalities to continue in Goa time and again. The Chief Minister tells the people of Goa, "Be pache garaz na," which means you do not need to be afraid. Unfortunately, It is the nefarious elements, the criminals, the illegal people who seem to take that terminology, Bibache Garaz now, which is do not be afraid, quite literally, because they are not afraid of the law and order. Please look at what has been happening in Goa over the last 1 year. And while the government does its best to ensure that Goa is safe and secure,
All right.
we have still not been able to put fear into the criminal elements or to the people who do illegality. Because the administrative system and some of
Savi,
them
I
in
can
them
see
are
you're obviously and apparently upset and passionate about this tragedy which has befallen on Goa. We have more to talk about. There's breaking news coming in. Following the tragic nightclub fire in Arpora, Goa, Chief Minister Pramod Sawant has ordered a high-level inquiry along with the magisterial investigation. Goa Governor P. Ashok Gajapati Raju visited 6 victims undergoing treatment at Goa Medical College and Hospital, calling the incident unfortunate and assuring that the injured are receiving the best medical care. All right, Shahid Ansari, my colleague, is also joining us at this point in time to give us more details about this. Shahid, अगर आप मेरी आवाज़ सुन पा रहे हैं?
जी जी मैं आपकी आवाज सुन रहा हूं।
शाहिद, क्या हाल है उन लोगों का जो अभी इस आग की वजह से चोटिल हैं और अस्पताल में रिकवर कर रहे हैं, और ऊपर से ये अभी बहुत ही जल्दबाजी करना होगा कि ये समझ पाना कि ये आग कैसे लगी और किस एजेंसी की जिम्मेदारी है जिसकी वजह से ये आग लगी और इतने लोगों की जान गई।
अभिनीत, देखिए 2-3 चीजें हैं जो बहुत अहम है इस आग की इस वारदात जो ये हादसा जो पेश आया है। हालांकि देखिए इस तरह के जो भी हादसे होते हैं वो हादसा ही कहा जाता है, लेकिन एक तरह से कहेंगे तो लापरवाही की जीती जागती एक मिसाल है। आपको मैं सबसे पहले बता देता हूं कि अभी यहाँ के हालात क्या है, फिर उसके बाद हम मजीद इस पर रोशनी डालते हैं। पहला यह है कि इस पूरे मामले में अब तक जो 25 लोगों की मौत हो गई है, उन 25 लोगों में कई ऐसे शव हैं जिनकी शिनाख्त करना नामुमकिन है। तो इसके लिए डॉक्टरों ने एक जो मेडिकल कॉलेज है उन्होंने ये कहा है कि इन सभी जो शव है जो पहचान में नहीं आ रहे हैं, उन शव को उनके परिजनों के साथ जो है डीएनए सैंपल लिया जाएगा, वो मैच किया जाएगा, उसके बाद दिया जाएगा। तो इसमें जो है देखिए ये प्रक्रिया में थोड़ा सा समय जा सकता है, 2 से 3 दिन या 4 दिन। और जो शव पहचान में आ रहे हैं उनको उनके परिजन के हवाले कर दिया जाएगा। आपने जख्मियों की बात की है, जख्मियों की जो अगर मैं बात करूं 6 लोग हैं, लेकिन आपको मैं बता दूं विनीत कि उनके भी हालत कोई बहुत बेहतर नहीं है। कई जख्मी हैं जो 70% से ज्यादा झुलस गए हैं, कई जख्मियों की हालत बहुत ज्यादा खराब है। अब देखिए इस पूरे मामले में जो गोवा सरकार है, गोवा सरकार ने तो कहा है कि ठीक है ये पहली बार ये हुआ है, लेकिन जो भी हुआ है 25 लोगों की मौत हम इसको अनदेखा नहीं कर सकते। गोवा सरकार ने इसमें जो है एक हाई लेवल की जो है इंक्वायरी बिठाई है, मजिस्ट्रेट को बिठाया है और इसमें एफआईआर दर्ज की गई है और मैनेजर को अरेस्ट किया गया है। लेकिन सवाल अभी भी यही बरकरार है कि ये हुआ जो कैसे है, इसका जिम्मेदार कौन होगा। अब मैं इस पर रोशनी मजीद डालता हूं कि जो ये हादसा हुआ है इसके पहले इस क्लब को 2 नोटिस दी जा चुकी है। दूसरी अहम बात यह है कि इसका कंस्ट्रक्शन का जो है लाइसेंस ही नहीं था। तो हुआ यह है कि इसके अंदर जो भी डेकोरेशन इंटीरियर जो वगैरह किए गए थे, तो उसमें घास फूस देखिए एक जो है ट्रेडिशनल लुक दिया जाता है। और घास फूस क्या लकड़ियां जो रहती है वो आमतौर पर जब आग लगती है तो ये पेट्रोल की सूखी लकड़ियां होती है, घास फूस सूखी होती है, तो ये पेट्रोल का काम करते हैं, यानी कि किसी भी ज्वलनशील पदार्थ से कम नहीं होता। तो यही यहाँ पे भी हुआ। पहले देखिए आपने ये भी कहा कि प्राथमिक जानकारी में देखिए हम कि ये आग लगने की असल वजह अभी तक तो पता नहीं चल पाई, लेकिन प्राथमिक जानकारी में जो बातें सामने आई है उसमें सिलेंडर ब्लास्ट की वजह से ये आग लगी। और आग को मजीद जो है बढ़ने का मौका तब मिला जब इसमें की लकड़ी और घास फूस में वो जो आग लगी, और उसके बाद जो है कि आग महज 15 से 20 मिनट लगे, बड़ी तेजी से जब ब्लास्ट हुआ है, सिलेंडर ब्लास्ट हुआ, तो उसके बड़ी तेजी से आग फैलते गई। लोग यहाँ बैठे हुए थे, कोशिश कर रहे थे कि ये लोग यहाँ
से। शाहिद, आपने बिल्कुल ठीक फरमाया। हमारे साथ कुछ मेहमान भी हैं, आई वांट टू स्पीक टू देम। गौतम मुखर्जी, what do you make of what's happened over here? Many a times in the past as well, such tragedies have befallen various parts of our country. You know, there is an ex gratia announced, there is an inquiry which is also announced, and then of course, you know, the lid is back on to the attention that should be paid to such eventual mishaps. Gautam?
Well, there's obviously lapses which have been ignored by the authorities who are there to supervise the the activities in nightclubs. Now, this is an illegal nightclub, has no licensing, and yet has been operating. Hundreds of people are going in and out in high season. So first things first, the people responsible must be punished. Secondly, there's a great deal of subletting going on in Goa. The owner is one person. He sets up somebody who then sublets to somebody else. So it becomes, a situation in which everybody points fingers at the next man. In this particular instance, apparently there were difficulties between the owner and the operator in any case. So given all that, still nothing at all was done about it. Now, this kind of thing happens quite frequently in Bali, another very popular tourist destination, particularly for people coming in from Australia. But in Goa, normally this level of negligence is rare, and especially at high season, the police are much in evidence, and most things are regulated as best as they can be, given the large crowds that are moving about. But this is symptomatic. What the government has said is they're going to look into all the other places to see if they're properly licensed, whether they have fire protection devices and are
But Gautam,
adhering to norms.
why wait for a tragedy like this to happen?